So here's the final, until I'm ready to unpack more toy room rearrangement. So you've got the tub, you've got the Star Trek shelf. You have the other two shelves around it. Here's the Motu shelf. There's the Motu shelf. I also found that if you put the Star Wars figures sideways, you have more space. Now you can take one of the, move the boxes back there, and that way you have a central shelving area that you can still get around. You may shift it this way a bit, but for right now you have an unpacking area. The boxes are relatively unobtrusive. There's a shelf, a white shelf in the corner behind the Motu, which will eventually have the hockey card stuff on it. And now you have room, unpacking room, to get everything out and set everything up. The Air Raiders, the vintage Motu, the Origins Motu, the mixed stuff. The Star Wars books will go there when you unpack them, that kind of thing. And eventually those two shelves will be moved a bit more into a central section once you have everything unpacked. The only question is, where do you put the empty boxes once you have them? But I say where they are is perfect. Now, you don't have any big boxes unless you count, like medium, unless you count those two. You could probably fit everything that's medium onto that one. Yeah, so I think the toy room's shaping up quite well. And I'm happy because everything that was boxed is now pushed to the edge, as you see, and there is the new toy room area. Now, as far as the Enterprise E, well, now that you have the base, you can put it back where it was, which is where it was in the Wasaga Beach room. There you go. And the Enterprise D from summer of 1994 with its nacelle. See, what they didn't do is they didn't put stuff back in their boxes. Like I had the box for the transporter set of the thing, but they didn't move it with it. And I can move Harry Kim and Species 8472 over here. There you go, see? Yeah, I'm happy. This is kind of how it was, except you couldn't step around the thing. And you want to make sure you can step around it once enough is unpacked. I mean, you could technically put a fourth empty box up there, which is good, but there's still going to be two boxes that are unaccounted for. Yeah. This is another motivation why I want to have a house. I can have an entire basement, not just one room, filled with both hobbies on either side. Plenty of room. So if I do get posted out west next spring, I'm going to see if I'm able to rent a house. If the cost to rent an entire house out there is less than or at most equal to the cost of renting an apartment here in Simcoe County. Anyway, I made a lot of progress today from having all this filled with boxes to getting it down enough that you don't have any more boxes in the way. It's quite nice. I'm happy. So that's all for now from Sean's toy room, and of course Sean's model builds has been set up today, so see you later. Bye-bye.